So I seen this new game about to come out by the name of Steep, and it got me thinking about the best snowboarding gaming series available to humans, alright? Snowboarding, man. When I was younger, I used to think it was super duper cool, and that's a big thanks in part to this series right here. All right, now I've never been in the mountains or like any other like snowboarding venues where you can snowboard or ski or anything, so I've never been able to try it out, but I do want to at least low-key try it out once in my life. But that's enough about my personal wants. All right, let's ride right into today's game revival series, SSX. So with any game revival series vid, we've got to ask ourselves 3 questions right here. Number 1, what's good about the games? Number 2, how will the next installment work? And number 3, what new game would you add? Wait, never mind. What new would you add to the next game? I don't know how I stumbled on that, my bad. But that's enough, alright? We talked about the questions, we talked about the intro, so let's trick right into it, fam. So obviously we got first, what's good about the games? Alright, so out of all the SSX games, I have only owned 2 of them, SSX Tricky and SSX on Tour. And low-key on Tour, technically I didn't own, I just had rented it for like a month, and I just, forgot to take it back. So, but I'm gonna count it because I beat the game. So anyways, but I have played Blur and the original SSX on the PlayStation. Basically, it puts an interesting spin on snowboarding and skiing. It's like a racing game almost, but it's not really, because you accumulate tricks and like combos, to get points throughout the stages. Like in some stages, you'll see how many points you can get in a stage, like how high of a score you can get. While in others, you'll race to people to the finish line while still accumulating points through combos and tricks. Now, I've always had more fun playing with the snowboarding characters because I've always liked snowboarding more than skiing. However, the games do make skiing look pretty dope, so I will not lie, skiing does look pretty nice in the games as well. Alright, the characters have always been pretty unique, the stages were memorable, and the soundtrack was top tier as well. Not to mention the combo system, like I said, made the games even more unique. So out of all of the games though, I would say that Tricky is probably my favorite, mainly because it was one of the only 2 that I actually ever owned for a long period of time, and I 100%ed the game by the time I turned like 8 or 9, I think. So yeah, good times. I ain't lying either, yo. I'm serious. Like, I was like a game prodigy when I was younger. Like, I was really, really good. Low-key, I still am now. But no, alright, on to the next point, man. How would the next installment work, you may ask? Okay, well, this one's pretty quick and simple, okay? It'd be available on the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. Although I probably should switch those around. It'd be available on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? PlayStation all day. Anyways, but no, the last installment, SSX, like for PS3 and Xbox 360, those were the 2 consoles that they were on. So, I mean, there's no need to cut the trend there. Also, like those PS4 and Xbox One are the most capable systems right now in terms of graphics. So I mean, I think it's a no-brainer to go with those 2 systems for sure. So I mean, that's really all I have for that question. Like, it's really simple and easy. I mean, on to the next, man. On to the next. On to the next. Finally, what new would I add to the next game? Well, that is tough, however, because unlike the other games I've covered, the developer that made these games doesn't exist anymore. I know the past installment in 2012 was just made by EA Sports. Like, I think the first 5? How many are there? Like 5 or 6 or something? The first 5, I'm pretty sure, were all made by EA Sports Big. But EA very stupidly cut EA Sports Big, like some years ago. So that last entry was the last one that came out from EA Sports, and I mean, it was a pretty good game. It got like 8.5 out of 10 and 9.5. It was very highly rated. So I mean, that's a good sign, that EA Sports can actually make the game without having the big community still a part of their development. So I mean, if I had the money, I would have bought it when I was younger. But that's besides the point. All right, we're getting off topic right here. All right, with a game like SSX, you always want to keep each game with a sense of freshness, because I mean, at the base, they're all basically the same. I mean, they're different, you know what I'm saying? They're all different. Trust me, they're all different. But like, at the core, at its heart, it's all the same. So first, you know, you want to add new unique characters, you know, while bringing back older characters from the series, especially since it's like a reboot. I think actually the last game was a reboot, but you know, it's been 4 years since we've had a game, so it would technically still be a reboot. So they could add like new characters and bring back old characters with like newer designs or whatever. And then, you know, we add new tracks to the stages and whatnot, you know, new environments to each course, all that, man. You know, snowboarding, you know, we gotta keep the environments up to date. Those are like the two main additions. Then we get into adding new combo tricks. Now they had a lot of, you know, different combo tricks. Like I remember in Tricky specifically, each character had like their own like unique little super combo trick that they would do when they had enough air. So by all means, they should definitely work on that. Then, you know, we'd work on the graphics a bit to make the game as visually appealing as possible, you know, whether it be like having the snow particles visible as you go down the slopes, or, you know, just improving the backgrounds. So like maybe you're racing down the slope one time and you see a mountain in the back and you just see an avalanche on it, or like there's an avalanche behind you or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Just updating the graphics. Like I said, the PS4 and Xbox One, man, they're very, very capable in terms of the graphics. So there's no excuse if the game doesn't look well visually, alright? There is no excuse. Then you throw in some character customization and, you know, I think the game will be pretty good to go, alright? Until people start renting for DLC, because no matter how good a game will be, people will always rent for DLC. Low-key mini bars right there. But okay, man, that's it. That's it for what I would add to new. Again, it's tough because, you know, it's a snowboarding game. Like there's nothing really new you could add unless you wanted to add like a new form of transportation with like what are they called, like jet skis or snowboard jet skis or whatever. Like that's the only thing I could really imagine. Other than that, I think, you know, just updating, you know, what they have at its core would be the best route to go. Now with this new Steep game, I'm really hoping that it's like a SSX in disguise, you know, but I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be an all new game on its own, but you never know, man. All in all, I'm saying EA, if you're listening, this needs to come back. I know you had technically the reboot with the last installment of the game. You saw how well that game did. Why would you stop there? It's been 4 years since that game has come out, and we haven't had any talks about any new games. The only talks about the new games have come out with this new Steep trailer. So most definitely y'all need to do that, especially because outside of like Madden and FIFA, like the rest of y'all games aren't even like top titles. So I think bringing this back can help y'all get some of the credit that y'all used to have a long time ago that y'all don't have right now. So by all means, you need to make this move and bring back the second installment in the reboot, or make a whole nother reboot. I don't know. Y'all, this needs to come back, alright? That's all I'm saying. At the core, at the base of it, this needs to come back. But that's all I got for today's little video, alright? If you enjoyed, you know what to do, man. You hit that like button for me. You subscribe for me. You comment in the comment section below. Let me know if you've ever played any of the games, you ever owned them. Have you ever beat them? What you liked about them? Did you like characters, the combos, the environments, the soundtracks? You let me know, alright? You comment down in the comment section below for me, okay? You let me know. Share the video. If you want to follow me on Twitter, that link's in the description, alright? You know how to get to the description. I don't even need to point it out. But other than that, I'm out. Goodbye and deuces. Peace.